In this video, we're going to talk about using the correct coil cleaner for cleaning your air conditioner. Now, here in just a second, I'm going to play you a video that was sent to me by one of my friends, and this gentleman is talking about how to clean your coil in your air conditioner. Now, it is very important to keep your air conditioner clean. It's very, very important to make sure the drains stay clean. But the product that this gentleman is using absolutely is the wrong product to be used for cleaning this coil. Now, I'm going to show you the product that he's using, and I'm going to show you a little spec sheet that Walmart actually provides to show that the materials that are in this product are damaging to your aluminum coils. And then we're going to take a trip down to see my friend George down at G&L Services. You know, this guy's really the expert on air conditioners, and have him explain to us, you know, why you shouldn't be using this product. Now, in the video, you can see the gentleman is using this particular product from Walmart. And this product does contain ammonia. Ammonia is very damaging. It doesn't matter if you wash it off, because as soon as that product touches the ammonia, it is already started the corrosive process of damaging the coils. Now, yes, it's not going to damage it to a point where it's not going to get used, but continual use, and if you didn't wash it off correctly, yes, it can be very damaging to the coils of your air conditioner. You need to use an approved coil cleaner that is designed for air conditioners. You can pick that up. Any Lowe's, Home Depot normally has that. I talked to a customer the other day that was an hour and a half from a Lowe's and Home Depot, and I said, "Well, do you have an HVAC company in your local town?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Stop by and see if you can buy a can of coil cleaner from them." Guys, don't use an unapproved product on your air conditioner, because in the long term it can damage and cost you more money. So let me play the video for you, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about that, and then we're going to go down and visit with Mr. George down at G&L Services.
You can see how dirty this is. We just sprayed, and all I'm using here, you don't need anything fancy, you don't need all this. Save yourself some money. Save yourself a tech fee for sure. You don't need to be spending $600, $300, $400 to clean an air conditioner. This is that easy.
All right, so down here with Mr. George from G&L Services, and so we're going to talk today a little bit about the proper coil cleaner for your air conditioners. Now, that little clip that I just ran for you, you saw that that gentleman was actually using this product right here, and I'm going to put up on the screen about the ammonia that's in this product, and then we're going to talk about what the ammonia is actually doing to the bare aluminum, not to mention the copper tubing that's inside of the coil. So I brought, come on in here and we'll take a look at this. I have brought a coil that shows you what happens when that degradation starts happening. And now, obviously, this probably didn't happen from this product, but this is the result of what happens on a coil when you have the wrong product on here. Now, Mr. George obviously does quite a bit of residential heat and air, and we had a pretty long conversation about this particular problem, and I was pretty amazed when you told me that animal urine is really one of the biggest things you guys see in the industry as far as coils being ruined.
Right, yeah. If you got a lot of animals inside the home and a lot of urine content gets into the air, that's what's being drawn across this coil. Even though it's got a filter in it, it can filter out the ammonia properties that's in urine, and it affects the coil the same way.
So you see this not only on indoor coils, but also on outdoor coils.
On outdoor coils, if you got some dogs in the backyard and that's their favorite spot to go is on the corner of a condensing unit, eventually you'll see the lower section of the condensing unit start flaking out like this.
Right. And so when all that starts flaking, I mean, obviously, what's it do to the airflow?
Well, it hurts the airflow, it hurts the efficiency. It also hurts us using a cleaning agent on this coil, even just spraying it off with water, because this is so deteriorated that, you know, it just flakes off.
Right.
And we've got to have the fins in there in order to do the heat transfer.
Right. So if it's doing this kind of damage to this, then obviously you know, ammonia over a period of time is really not doing any favors to the aluminum, to the copper tubing inside there also.
Yeah, and plus the expense of replacing this, you know, far exceeds using the proper pool cleaner for this job. I mean, they make a cleaner for this specific pool.
Right.
And why you would use anything else other than that particular cleaner designed for these pools is beyond me, because you're going to eventually, not right off, but you keep doing that, eventually you are going to be replacing the pool.
Right. Or replacing the whole air unit.
Exactly.
And again, I'm not saying that this unit has that much ammonia in it that it's going to cause this to happen the first time you use it. I mean, obviously this has happened over a long period of time, and this is something that didn't just happen today. But obviously, you know, you can have that degradation that's going to mess with that coil enough where over a period of time you're going to start losing efficiency. You're going to start losing your air flowing through there. So, you know, it's not something that's going to happen immediately. But again, this is something that's really not recommended you use for the coil because of the ammonia that's in this product. Get the correct stuff. You know, if you can't go by a supply house and buy a cleaner, stop by and see Mr. George. I mean, you walk in here and ask the man to buy a thing of coil cleaner, I'm sure you'll be more than happy to sell them a can of coil cleaner. I mean, the money that you're going to spend on the coil cleaner versus using the wrong product over a long period of time, obviously, is going to damage your coil. So,
well, also a lot of your supply houses, hardware houses like Lowe's and Ace Hardware and Home Depot, they actually sell an evaporator coil cleaner spray on their saw just like that.
at Home Lowe's and Home Depot.
Yeah,
something like
and
that.
you're talking about a can that only $8 to $11.
Okay. So it's readily available at one of the big suppliers. Okay. So there you go. That's the tip from the expert right there. Don't take my word for it. Do your research, but just don't use a product like this. Go get the correct product. Use the right stuff. If you're not sure, call me. I'll point you in the right direction. But there you go. Thanks, George. We appreciate you talking to us today.
Anytime, Steve.